category of fun, but
To start the engines and leave Snug Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was really nice. Like
nice place.
And both meals that we had, like the breakfast we had was really good, and the really waitress or the server was really good.
Yeah, good, great service.
And then last night our dinner at Tuscany.
Yes.
Was fantastic.
It was really good. That's a nice place, and
yeah.
I can see why it's very popular.
Yeah. I would make a reservation though, or maybe it was just because there was a tournament in town, and
yeah.
So there was more people out doing stuff.
Yeah, food was really good. Service was good, and we had the cool music last night with Richard from Free Spirit 2.
Yeah.
Our dock neighbor. So yeah, that was really fun. Good entertainment.
So yeah, maybe is that Sundays, or maybe it's just a pickup situation?
Yeah.
Yeah. If
you're here when he boats in, go see him. It was good.
Treat.
Yeah. And beautiful grounds around here. Nice little town. Yeah. Good place for a stop. Yeah.
We have plans right now to maybe anchor in False Creek. We have a permit. We got a permit, and apparently that is it's free, and you can do it for up to 14 days. But now that we've been talking to people on the dock, they've all told us that every time they've anchored in there, they pulled up stuff, and that there are a lot of derelict boats that are in there, and it's very tight, and a lot of them drag anchor, so it's sounding less appealing to anchor, so we may find ourselves on a dock instead.
So we'll go see, find out what happens.
Yeah.
So away we go.
Snug Cove was a great place, but it was time to leave, so we dropped the lines and headed out. It did not take long until we could see the Vancouver skyline. When we entered False Creek, things got a bit more active. It was definitely a very different level of activity than the last 2 months of cruising has been. Well, Toto, we weren't in Kansas anymore, or the Broughton Islands for that matter.
Okay, this is a happening place. There's so much activity. What do you think?
I like the islands better. That seems like home.
We ran all the way to the end of False Creek and back, looking for a good spot to anchor.
Okay, so we decided that anchoring was too tight, but we probably could have figured that out beforehand.
Amy made a phone call to Fisherman's Wharf, and luckily they had room for us, so we headed to their docks.
So we ended up on a dock because the anchoring conditions did not look favorable, and then we would have to figure out what to do with the dog and lock up the dinghy. So we felt like this was a better option. Although they do have these little places, little boxes that you can leave your dog in out front of Granville Market. So maybe we'll get a shot of those for the people that visit here with a pet. But anyway, we're going to go check out Granville Market, maybe grab a beer and see what all of this is about.
It is only about a third of a mile walk from the Fisherman's Wharf's docks to Granville Island. Amy first wanted to see the famous Granville Market, and even though it was a September weekday, it was still crowded with shoppers. The choices of delicacies was very impressive, if not a little overwhelming. But they had me at the several types of prosciutto. Maybe that's from my Italian side. After checking out the market, we needed a rest and made a stop at the Tap and Barrel for some happy hour snacks and refreshments. On our way back to the boat, we stopped by the Liberty Distillery for a tasting of their spirits.
So here's a little charcuterie board of all the things I gathered in the market. Mike got scared and went home.
I had to go walk the dog. She had to go potty.
So now we're just going to sit here and enjoy the view and have a snack.
I like snacks.
Yeah.
After dinner, we went back out for a walk with the skyline of Vancouver all lit up.
We walked up, up towards the market and all that. After everything started to close down, with Bailey, and just check out the dog box. I don't know how much she'd like this, but yeah, this is it.
Okay, here's the box.
Get in the box.
Granville Market does not allow dogs inside, so instead of tying your dog up outside, they have what's called a pet parker, where you can put your dog in during your shopping time. It is climate controlled and free of charge. However, Bailey did not seem impressed. The next morning, we dropped the lines and headed out of Fisherman's Wharf to cross the strait to the Gulf Islands.
This is so much nicer this time of day. Like, we have the waterway almost to ourselves with like a couple of taxis. Yeah, this is cool.
But first, we thought it would be a good time to put on some fuel.
Nice stay in Vancouver. It was a little difficult there because we were going to anchor, and yeah, it's real tight, and it would have brought up a whole lot of different issues, and you got to lock the dinghy and those types of things. So the Fisherman's Wharf place worked out really good. So we come back here again. That will be definitely where we stay. It's a short walk to the Granville Market Island and all that, and but we're heading back over to the islands. We should have an okay trip. Got a little bit of breeze supposedly out of the north. You're right on our beam. We got to make the entrance to Gabriola Passage in there. So we may have to bring the speed up a little bit, but we just put on fuel. So we got plenty of fuel for that. We'll burn a little extra. It's part of the game. But actually it's probably good for the engines to run a little bit because we've been just loping them along for hours upon hours upon hours. And yeah, away we go.
As we left False Creek and got out into the bay, the waters were glassy calm, but as we entered the Strait, things quickly got stirred up. On the plus side, it wasn't directly on the beam as we anticipated, so there was more pitching than rolling.
We've had better crossings.
Well, this is a Mr. Toad's wild ride. Could have waited another day. Probably would have been nicer. But here we are. 11.7 more miles to go. And if it doesn't get any worse, it's not terrible. It's just annoying. Getting used to all that flat water, you know.
We just endured the pitching and occasional opening of the drawer that holds the dishes, while Bailey made sure the rug stayed on the floor. However, it didn't stop Amy from making cookies. The crew still had to eat. As we approached the Gulf Islands, the seas calmed and we turned into Gabriola Passage.
Okay, moment of truth. Will there be room for us in Wakes Cove this time or not? We'll find out.
You might remember from our trip north that we tried to anchor in Wakes Cove, but there was very little room. We were glad to see that there was plenty of room this time, so we picked a good spot and dropped the hook.
Well, there was only one other boat in Wakes Cove, so that was nice. We got a spot. And it's a little breezy right now. It's supposed to die off according to Windy, so we'll see how that is. But got a good stick with the anchor, so far so good.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
We hopped into the dinghy and headed to the park dock. The island is mostly private land, so keep an eye out for signs that mark the park boundary. There are no roads to the park, and so it's only accessible by boat, so there are also very few people. We found the old homestead that overlooks Wakes Cove, and we got to explore that for a little while.
we came back from walking on Valdez Island and got to see the homestead. That was really cool. Came back.
Although I have to say, when we walked up there, we were expecting to see a map at the trailhead, and there was no map.
There's no map, so yeah.
It's just sort of over to the left side of the
go up the road a little bit, and then you'll see it cut over to the left. And so now we're gonna hop in the dinghy and go over to the other side and check out the bay over there.
Because Mike doesn't know what to call it.
Degnan Bay.
And yeah, there's a government dock there, and we don't know what else, so we're gonna go find out.
Go exploring.
Now with Formaggio in our fleet, making a quick exploration across the passage is easy and fun. Degnan Bay is filled with private mooring buoys and has very little room to anchor. There is a government dock, but it is usually filled with boats rafted up too deep. There is room to land your dinghy, but when we looked at the map, it appeared that there wasn't much besides homes within walking distance, so we were satisfied with the exploration by water. So back to Ponte Vino we went. Join us in our next episode when we cruise into the narrow and shallow entrance at Pirates Cove. We hike out of the park boundaries and into the residential area to check out the Honor System craft stand. We talked to some of the residents about life on DeCourcy Island, and we walked the provincial road and check out the quaint homes there. We head out to the treasure chest to see what goodies are in there this year. You'll have to see if we found some rum. Then we take off to Wallace Island and anchor in Princess Cove, where we take the hike out to the old truck and over to the Driftwood Cabin, where, like we did at the Octopus Islands, Amy spruces up our sign to last another year. On our walk, we find more of the leaf faces. And after getting lost last year, we made a sign to Conover Cove. So please don't get lost on your way to the subscribe button and give us a like. We'd really appreciate it.